Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel Pixel and Frisket Finds. My name is Michelle and this is a new episode of Come to Work With Me, a series on my channel where we go through the vintage inventory that we have at the jewelry store where I work. And it helps me to prioritize and organize. And in the meantime, we get to look at the goodies. If you haven't already, click subscribe. I'm uploading a new video every Sunday and I'd love to see you there again. Down in the description box below, there are eBay links and emails. If there's anything you're interested in, or if you would just like to say hi, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a message. Anyway, let's get digging. Okay, look at this pretty box we have to start with today. It is metal, it is brass, and it is gorgeous. Look at it. Oh, there's peacocks on the top and there's designs all around. It's a hinged box. I think that it's so pretty. And inside it's wood lined. It's got a wooden interior and we got a bunch of little goodies in here. So let's tuck the box up to the back side here. Swipe away some of the crumblies. Good enough. And let's see what we have. So first off, I see this shoe. There's this little shoe and it is a porcelain shoe with gold accents, and it is a Limoges, France, a collectible one. So these usually would be in a pair with a matching decorative box, but all we have is the one little shoe. Now this is going to be a collection of things that I have recently purchased from a customer, multiple customers, and just everything kind of got put into a bag over the past month or so. And now we get the joy of digging through it again. So I'll tell you what I can remember as I go, but unfortunately one little shoe on its own is probably not very collectible, maybe worth about $5. But the one lady had this box too, and I said I would also like to include the box. So I think I added $5 onto the whole deal for the box. Okay, Rolex. Let's see what we can see. So, are you real? Are you not real? Look at the finish is all rubbed off. Like, was it gold tone or is it just gold in the cracks? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The back here, there is no indication of being a Rolex on the back or on the strap. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that that's a fakie, but let's look a little closer at the face here. Okay, let's get in with the loop and have a better look at this. Okay, so it said Rolex and something else, and it's missing that information, and the logo and the print there is in very poor condition. And Singapore movement. So yeah, that would be a fake Rolex for sure. We'll just lay that guy down there. Maybe I'll move the box off this way. Fake Rolex. And here's a cuff bracelet. And that has the name Fern. What a sweet name. I believe this was the lady's grandmother, and she said she wore it a few times, but it's just not comfortable. It's one of those big, wide cuff bracelets. So, but it is marked sterling, and it's got this plus W plus, or I don't know if those are pluses or what they are, but super cute anyway. Being monogrammed already can be something that helps or hurts the resale of it. Some people are into that, and most people aren't. This is a dirty little watch, Pulsar, not in good condition. I did not add much to the buy for the watches. They were sort of like a thrown in situation. And most of what I bought from her is not going to be in this haul because 97% of what we buy does go for melt. But these were the items that aren't going to go for melt, so I get to hang on to them here. And there's a little Seiko. It's kind of cute, hey? I like the rectangular, very geometric on the band as well. I think that's pretty nice. It's been worn a lot. She says she wore this one a ton, but she doesn't think it's working anymore. Of course, I haven't tried putting any new batteries in anything yet, but that one's looking pretty good. And then there's this one. And this one is a cardinal. And it is a wind up. See if we can get her ticking. No, I don't hear it ticking. And that is wound all the way. So this one's not really working, but that's okay. And the band is pretty, I think. It is fairly worn and dirty. But inside of wind-up watches, older ones especially, the oils that were used on the gears over time, especially when these things sit not running for a while, the oils tend to get gummed up and it doesn't want to run. So new watches, or if this one were to be serviced by somebody, they use a synthetic oil now so that doesn't happen anymore. And let's see, there's another watch in here, and that's a Seiko as well. And this Q. The band is pretty classic, a lot of wear to it. Like you can see, like I couldn't pay much or anything for these watches, but I have a couple of different customers that are tinkering in watch repair. It's a dying art, and it's hard to find young people anyway who are getting into it. And so I do have a couple of customers on the younger side of things that are getting into watch repair. And so I always let people know that these kind of things I'm going to end up putting into a lot, and I'll be getting in touch with those people to see if they want to come and pick up these watches at a steal of a deal, so that they can practice with them. And here's another one. It's got a copper tone or a rose gold tone and silver. I don't see a name on it anywhere. Let's see. White Stag. Nothing on the face for that though, but yeah, anyway. Yeah. And again, not sure if it's running or not, but there it is. And what's next in there? We have a ring. Silver and clear and green rhinestones. It's a large size. I bet you that's about a 9 or a 10. And let's just confirm that it says sterling. It says something there. What is it? Very difficult to read. There's a rhodium plating that's covering things up, but I think that's a really pretty ring. And here's another one with purple and clear rhinestone, or CZ and perhaps lab created amethyst. It's a similar size, even larger actually. That one's very pretty as well. What else is here? There's a bracelet. Oh, that goes with the ring, doesn't it? Let's see. Oops. Yeah, silver and amethyst and clear. Yeah, I'd say that's probably a set meant to go together, with there being a clear on either side of the amethyst. That makes sense to me. And yeah, that's very pretty. It's in good condition. The rings too, they're in like new condition. And 925 on that as well. Yeah, very nice. Oh, get out of here. Get your face back out here, pretty. All right. Oh, matching brooch. Circle brooch, like a circle of life brooch. And that's marked 925 as well. What is this other mark? MJ? I wonder if these are from the QVC. HMI. Well, see if we can find something out. If not, it's a pretty purple set right there. Here's a little charm, and it is an Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius. And that says Rembrandt Sterling. Aquarius charm. Every now and then I get people asking in here if we have any zodiac charms, and it's a rare occasion that I do. I don't at this time, but oh, wait a minute, look at this. Now that's maybe the one that goes with it, because the ring has a pear shape or an oval in the middle, whereas the bracelet and the brooch are all round, and these ones are also round, and that's got to be about a size 10 as well. Sterling silver as well. Cool. Very cool. And what else is in here? A little silver bracelet with these filigree shapes. It's got a hook closure, and it's just very simple and tiny and delicate, like this. I think that's pretty. I wonder how it's going to look cleaned up. All right. Next up, oh, this thing. I love all the little charms. You know, I'll go through all of them and show you all of them. And in this case, we just have one, but look at how sweet. It's a little chimney or a little fireplace set with the shovel and the brush and the fork and the broom, or sorry, poker. And it stands even. Look at that. It stands up on its own. How cute. Where are you gonna go? Right in the middle of that ring. How about that? That works for me. Okay, what else is in this cute little box? Last thing in here is this pair of earrings. It's got a yellow, white, and rose gold tone, like chain dangle. The chain has got like a swirly, wavy pattern to it. Those are actually really pretty. I wish they were finished differently at the top. The backs are marked 925, so I'm guessing that they are 925 as well. I remember when I bought them, I wasn't sure, but they were part of like all the extras anyway, so that worked out well for us in the end. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Off to the side here, the box is now empty, so I'm gonna close it up and squish it into the corner a bit more. We can put our shoe here where we can see it still. And then a separate buy here, this is not from the same person, a lot of this wasn't from the same person, but here's another bit of stuff. This was a stretch bracelet that is not sterling. You can see all of the rubbing, so that's something that goes into a craft lot. And there's this bracelet here. It's a cuff, like a hinged cuff, but and it was silver, but it's not something that I would try to resell. So that's what a mark looks like when it's been tested with acid in a file. And it is silver. It gets milky, this sort of whitish color. And if it were to be black or green or orange, then it would not be silver. And if it was gold, it would just look like nothing. You would only see the mark there because it doesn't react at all. It stays clear. And this is marked Mexico, so that's definitely why I tested it, because I wasn't sure. But it has some little pieces of coral and onyx inlaid. Like that. But when it comes to things marked Mexico, I have no choice. I have to test them, because most of the time they are not what they claim to be, unfortunately. And here's another bracelet. It's got like a gold tone and a silver tone, with these little flowers. It's got a rhinestone in the middle, but we're missing 2 of them. And this one is not marked at all. And certainly I would say not silver. Not magnetic either, but you can see the copper along this upper edge. Do you see? So that's your indicator right away that that's not silver, so don't buy it as silver. So then there's this necklace, which I thought was really pretty and cool, and because of that I didn't want to test it. I didn't want to put that mark on it because I thought I would maybe resell this one, but we've got black enamel inlay and these 2 little balls on either side of that focal center, and they're all hinged together all the way around with a bit of a curve, so it's going to sit really nice around your neck. And I thought that was really pretty and interesting. I do believe it's marked Mexico as well. Let's see here. And you can see I polished up the back side of this one, but not this one. Big difference. Big difference. And where was the marking? Aha, here. What does it say? Oop, I guess I could zoom in. That would be helpful, Michelle. 950 Mex. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be sterling or not, but I thought that that was cool enough to stop the process of marking it with the acid in the file. And then she had a couple of pairs of earrings here. These ones, and you know, you're hopeful at first. It looks like with the back and everything like they're going to be gold, but they are not gold. They're not marked. They're not magnetic. There is nothing in here indicating that they are gold. And there's the where you would expect to see it on the arm of it. But no, alas, not gold. And same with on the other side here. No mark. No mark at all. Okay, and the other pair were these ones. They have a little sort of twisty rope design, and it's the same situation where there are no marks. And the other thing I can tell you is that the lack of flex, if these were gold, they would be a lot more flexible than they are. So I'm confident that they aren't, and the person I bought them from also is confident that they aren't. So we're gonna go with that. And then I have a couple of pairs of cufflinks here. This brushed and shiny metal with the name Colibri on there. And I did look these up at the time, and they, you know, they may sell for maybe $15. So not a big part of the purchase. And she had this set as well, which has like a black enamel and silver. And these ones don't have any names on them at all. But got those from the same person. And next here beside me is this little interesting pendant. It is small and cute. It's got like this sort of egg bullet shaped blue piece in the center. It's breaking apart. But I like that sort of atomic, geometric atomic look of it. I think that's really cool. Is it magnetic? No. Is it gold? I don't know. But even if it is, we're looking at a very tiny, tiny amount of it. Let's see what's on that spring ring right there. Or not spring ring, jump ring. It looks like there's something written on there. Let me see. Oh, it's so small. No, not that side. Oy, oy, oy. Hang on a sec. Okay. 1.7. Is that what this is? I'm not sure. Either way, if it is gold, we're looking at maybe 10 bucks worth of gold. It's not very much. So I'm not too concerned about it. There was an earring that goes with it, I think. No, I don't think it does go with it, does it? It's a much lighter blue. Almost looks like it could be aquamarine, like raw aquamarine. And I only have the one earring. And this back, oh yeah, because there was a gold back as well in the stuff that they had with them, but that goes for melt, not here. This was an exciting part of it here. Vintage coral and sterling silver. And I took the cloth to it a little bit. You can see like where it's shined up on the higher raised parts. And it's got these long sterling beads and coral beads. It's very thin and delicate and pretty. And we did fix it. The clasp had come apart, so we fixed it over. Our store is shared space with our bead store, so the supplies are all there to do things like that. So we fixed it so that it's wearable and sellable, and there's that vintage coral. You can't harvest coral anymore for jewelry and stuff, so it's becoming more valuable and more rare. And so if you find some coral, hang on to it, because it's going to be worth something, especially when it's vintage and old like that. All right, the last thing I have here is a Cameo. It is a pendant and brooch. It is marked sterling, made in Canada, Dorel or Borel. Is that what that is? D-O-R-E-L, I believe. Difficult to tell. It would be a gold wash over it, I guess, because it says sterling, but look at the wear on it. And here's her face. And I don't like that it's closed in the back. You don't get any light through it. Anyway, it's in rough shape, but happy to find that and get that nonetheless. All right, that is it for this episode. Some really nice stuff there. I'm really happy about the coral necklace. I think that's the #1 winner out of all of this stuff. And if you haven't already, click subscribe down at the bottom. I'm uploading a new video every Sunday, and I would love if you came and hung out again. And I'll talk to you next time.